The very hot weather warning is in force. The observatory says tropical cyclone Barbie's outer subsiding air is bringing extremely hot weather to the territory. Mimosa Ngai reports.
Another scorching hot day in Hong Kong. In Tsim Sha Tsui, many passers-by are spotted with umbrellas as they walk along the promenade. A few people are not bothered by the blistering weather and carry on with their outdoor run. Some tourists stand in the shade to escape from the sunlight.
I stay indoors mostly. I don't go out during the hot noons. If I'm under the sun, this doesn't help. I need to stay under the shade. Yes, mostly I use fans when I'm out.
As long as we stay in the shade and as long as there's a breeze, we're fine.
In Tsuen Wan, some subdivided unit residents chose to spend their day at a community living room. One resident says their home is too cramped, which makes it uncomfortable to stay under the heat. The observatory says that the extremely hot weather is caused by the outer subsiding air of Typhoon Barbie. Several districts recorded a temperature of more than 35 degrees Celsius on Saturday afternoon. Looking ahead, weather authorities forecast the heat will remain in Hong Kong on Sunday, while high temperatures may trigger showers in some areas. With Barbie approaching the mainland, several high-speed rail trains going from West Kowloon Station to Shanghai, Fujian and Guangzhou are cancelled. The typhoon also affects flight passengers heading to Okinawa, Zhejiang and Taipei after some flights are delayed or cancelled. Mimosa Ngai, TVB News.
Police Commissioner Zhou Chao says that the force has launched an investigation into an embryo biopsy specimen mixed-up incident. Chao says no findings suggest the case involves criminal elements so far. Mimosa Ngai again.
The embryo biopsy specimen mixed-up incident involves Hill Fertility, a human reproductive technology center in Central. The center was suspected of mixing up 8 embryo specimens for DNA testing. Health Secretary Lo Chong-ma refers to the incident as unusual, while the Council on Human Reproductive Technology reported the case to the police. On Saturday, Police Commissioner Zhou Chao says officers have met up with the clinic's operator and other staff members, but authorities still need to carry out a series of procedures for the investigation. While authorities have not issued an arrest, Chao points out that the case may have been caused by human factors, and there are no indications at this point criminal elements are involved. Separately, Hong Kong saw at least 2 cases of suspected drug possession in private vehicles in 1 week, in which drivers also attempted to escape from the police. Chao condemns such behavior, saying those individuals ignore the police instructions and cause injuries to other road users, an action that could constitute a greater criminal element than drug trafficking itself. Mimosa Ngai, TVB News.
Within just 3 days of the launching of the dog-friendly restaurant program, one restaurant is already surrendering its license. A legislator described the move as responsible. Zhou Li reports.
Hong Kong's new dog-friendly restaurant arrangement came into effect on Thursday. Restaurants with relevant licenses are allowed to admit pet dogs. However, a restaurant has already decided to give up its license after deliberation. A restaurant in Ma On Shan posted a notice on Friday, saying it will give up the license and no longer be dog-friendly. The company said the decision followed a review of the space size, seating layout, entrance and exit positions, and overall operations. It added that allowing dogs inside could affect customers' experience, restaurant order, and overall safety, so it voluntarily applied to cancel the relevant license. The process is now underway. The woman said she found it a pity. She noted that if the restaurant stops being dog-friendly, some customers may no longer visit. But another said those who do not like dogs may be fine with the decision, as dogs may move around and shed hair, which could affect them. Legislative Council member Becca Chan says the restaurant was being responsible in giving up its license after deliberation. She added that after the license is handed back, the Food and Environment Hygiene Department will process the waiting list application in order. Zhou Li, TVB News.
Police on Saturday released a 26-year-old man they arrested as a suspect in the killing of Anne Widdecombe, a former British Member of Parliament and reality TV contestant. Widdecombe was found dead Thursday in her isolated rural home on the edge of Dartmoor National Park in southwest England. Tracy Furness has more.
Aerial video obtained by the Associated Press shows the house of the former lawmaker in Dartmoor. 78-year-old Widdecombe was found dead in her home in southwest England on Thursday with serious injuries.
Officers were called to Miss Widdecombe's home at Haytor by the ambulance service around 11:40 a.m. on Thursday the 9th of July. Sadly, 78-year-old Miss Widdecombe was located deceased within the property. She has sustained serious injuries.
Police later said that a 26-year-old suspect initially arrested on suspicion of the murder has been released and is no longer part of the investigation. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer was shocked by the news, saying her death is a huge loss.
Well, this is really shocking news. And my thoughts, I think all of our thoughts, will be with the family and friends of Anne Widdecombe at this awful time for them. Anne was a distinguished politician over many, many years with many achievements, and it's a huge, huge loss.
Anne Widdecombe was a very fun and feisty woman who spoke her mind. I don't understand how someone could do something so horrific to an elderly person. It is a nasty, horrific attack, and my heart is breaking for her family.
Widdecombe was a former Conservative lawmaker and later joined the Brexit Party. She also became a spokeswoman for the Anti-Immigration Reform UK Party. She was known for her socially conservative views opposing abortion rights and expansion of LGBTQ rights. She served in the House of Commons as an MP from 1987 to 2010. The management company that represented her after she left politics said her life and career were driven by her strong Christian values and a commitment to public service. She was also known for her appearances on reality TV shows such as Strictly Come Dancing and Celebrity Big Brother. Tracy Furness, TVB News.
The government is actively developing the silver economy, including encouraging businesses to develop silver-related industries. A local company has launched a high-end residence for seniors, providing hotel-style facilities based on the concept of a retirement community for seniors with higher financial means. Timothy Lee reports.
Nancy's over 60. She decided to move from her large flat on Peak Road to a high-end residence for the elderly in Happy Valley. This is because she doesn't want to live alone, and she doesn't want to be a burden to her grown-up daughters. Nancy hopes to familiarize with this place early, so that when she's older, she still knows where the facilities are.
I think it's fundamentally important to me that I do not need to worry about what to eat and what to buy. And medical, of course, I have doctors, I have nurses, I have a physical therapist to check on my progress.
This high-end residence for the elderly has 24-hour medical support and regular health checkups, with senior-friendly facilities such as a massage bathtub with a door, as well as a swimming pool, a gym with occupational therapists, a salon, and restaurants. Residents must be at least 60 years old and have to buy a debenture and pay monthly rent. The project is based on the concept of continuous community care. The upper and middle floors of the building are for self-care seniors. The lower and middle floors form a nursing home for seniors with conditions such as dementia and those who are on stroke rehabilitation. Oscar Chow, vice chairman of the group that operates the project, says as residents' health conditions change, they can start with lower levels of care and gradually move to higher levels of support without having to move out of their familiar living environment.
We believe in the future, it is not just about housing, but about integrating lifestyle, medical services, and continuous care into one holistic solution.
The Housing Society has high-end elderly housing projects, but had announced that it would not build any more elderly housing in the next 10 years. Dickie Chow, Assistant Research Director of our Hong Kong Foundation, notes that elderly housing is beneficial to society as a whole. Chow said such facilities can help lessen the burden of hospitalization or community care for the seniors later on, so the cost savings in the future are quite significant. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
As the DSE results release approaches, a new survey shows growing interest among students in furthering their studies in the Chinese mainland. Meanwhile, more than half of the respondents are turning to AI for help with university applications and major choices. Alina Wang reports.
A survey conducted this month by Youth New World, a charity organization, polled 246 fresh DSE candidates. About 60% of the respondents say they are confident in their academic performance and believe they are able to attend local universities. The survey also reveals the willingness of students to pursue higher education in the Chinese mainland is continuously increasing. Over 40% of the respondents expressed their intention to study in the mainland. More opportunities in personal development and academic disciplines are cited as key reasons.
It's primarily because of basically the ranking of the mainland school nowadays. They are having generally having a higher ranking nowadays. And secondly, there might be some specific majors that Hong Kong might not be able to provide in their tertiary education.
Meanwhile, over half of the respondents report using AI tools to assist with college applications and major selection. AI helps them search for information and map out initial options. Many describe AI as practical and useful.
I try to use AI to practice my speaking. I think all is really helpful for my exam. It's like a useful tool for students nowadays.
But others still doubt AI's accuracy and prefer human guidance. A significant number of candidates are also highly alert to AI's impact on the future job market. They say they will avoid majors and fields that are most at risk from automation. The survey suggests career planning in secondary schools and college should be adjusted to encourage students to mix their core major with AI knowledge. Alina Wang, TVB News.
The New People's Party celebrated its 15th anniversary today. The party earlier submitted a proposal containing suggestions for Hong Kong's 5-year plan. Timothy Lee has more.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and...
Held at the Convention and Exhibition Center today, the 15th anniversary celebration of the founding of the New People's Party was attended by Chief Executive John Lee and other guests such as Chief Secretary for Administration Eric Chan and Secretary for Justice Paul Lam. Speaking at the event, chairwoman and founder Regina Ip said the NPP was founded at a politically divisive time in the city's history, with the aim of garnering the support of the middle class and professionals for the administration. Ip stressed the NPP remained steadfast in its support for the government and the national constitution throughout the years, and emphasized its determination to combat seditious elements in the city and those who smear Hong Kong's reputation. With its submission of a proposal for the city's 5-year plan, fellow NPP members Poon Kwok Shan and Judy Chan called for the city to enhance its role in the finance and innovation sectors, while further integrating into the nation's overall development. New People's Party chairwoman Regina Ip said since the formation of her party in 2011, it has stood with the local community to tackle challenges ranging from the anti-government riots of 2019 to the COVID pandemic. Looking ahead, she noted that the NPP will focus on cultivating young political talent to better serve those who call the city home. Timothy Lee, TVB News.
And that's the news. Here's the reminder that due to scheduling changes, tomorrow's main news will start at 8 p.m. See you then.